Hey guys, good morning. We're still in Orlando. Today is day one of Photoshop World. Now I know yesterday was day one, but that was actually the pre-con day. Now if you have followed my vlog and my social media, you know we were actually looking at another laptop. Now let me first explain why. Apple is still one of my favorite companies with their iPhones and their iPads and the Apple Watch. I still love it. I always loved my MacBook Pro. I love the Mac Pro, but well, they just announced that they're gonna release a new Mac Pro probably in 2018 or 2019. Excuse me? I don't want to wait that long. Just see what's happening everywhere with the PC market. They're really aiming at creators, the Windows Creators Update. You have the touch displays, you have Microsoft with the Surface Books and the Surface Studio. So there's a lot of stuff going on. And Apple is at this point where Apple always innovated. They're now more, well, we already have great products, so why should we even bother? And I think that's wrong. And especially if you want to wait till 2019 and then probably pay a lot of money for something we don't even know how it's going to look. Yeah, no, that's not the future I want. So, my MacBook Pro, which I absolutely love, will be gone. And what is its replacement? It's the Dell XPS 15. We bought a fully spec'd machine with a 7700 CPU, 32 gigs, 1 terabyte SSD, 4K screen, gorgeous screen by the way, without any bezels, and it's a touch screen and it's just totally spec'd out. The price? Less than 2,200 euros. So if we want the same machine in Apple's configuration, there is no option because they don't have a machine that's that fast. Plus, they don't have an SD card reader, they don't have USB, they only have Thunderbolt 3. And if you listen closely, by the way, you can now hear Anouk typing in the background on her new MacBook Pro. And now she stops typing, there she goes again. You hear that keyboard? Now imagine this, we're a lot on trade shows, Anouk, stop. We're a lot on trade shows. When you have a keyboard that loud, it means you can't type because there's a lot of people around you. Often it's very quiet because people are working. And it's just an annoying sound. Now you expect that on a laptop for, let's say, 500 euros. This is way too much noise for a laptop that's almost 2,500 euros. So while I'm filming, Anouk actually can't work because then it's really annoying to hear all the keystrokes. The Dell has a more silent keyboard, great touchpad, and the price is very low. But it also came at a slight cost of sleep. Why was that? Very simple. We were in a mall, in the Florida Mall in Orlando, and we saw that Dell had a great offer in the Netherlands, 300 euros off, free shipping and 1 year premium on-site support. The only thing was, the offer was only valid that day. So what did I do? I ordered the Dell laptop in the Florida Mall, and of course you need a credit card for that, no problem at all. Then we got out of the mall 10 minutes later and tried to get an Uber. Nope, I couldn't get an Uber. And I didn't know why. The only message I got, no payment option. So I was going like, maybe there's something wrong. Let's try PayPal. And PayPal worked flawlessly. That night we were in a restaurant, tried to pay with my credit card. And luckily we also had cash money because the credit card didn't work. Now you might wonder, why didn't the credit card work? Well, although we have a world card, I think it's still not clear for the credit card company that you can be in the States and actually order something in the Netherlands. So they actually marked my card as fraudulence, meaning it's blocked. The main problem is they couldn't lift the fraud, so that meant that we actually had to wait 6 hours, woke up really early, because we were a little bit worried, of course, because without credit card, what can you do? And, well, after a long phone call, they actually lifted it, so now the credit card works again. So one tip, if you're abroad and you do a purchase in your own country, know that your credit card can be blocked. We're ready for day one of Photoshop World. First up, the Keynote, which is always a really great happening. You see Adobe speaking about new products. And of course, there's something really cool always going on with the Kelby One team. So join us for today's episode of Behind the Closed Doors, Photoshop World, day one. First up, quick breakfast. Okay, just before the keynote, editing my presentation for PeachPit. Because I always want to do something new and fresh, so we prepare these presentations before the presentation itself. So it's always new, always fresh, new stories, new tips. I'm still working on styling for tomorrow's class. It will be a 1-hour class on the main stage. And we're gonna do a lot with lighting, and you know what, you're gonna see that tomorrow. Now it's off to the keynote for the opening of Photoshop World. About Photoshop World is seeing all the great instructors in one place. And one of my favorites, without any doubt, Miss Stacey Pearsel.
Hey everybody! What a pleasure to see you guys. Frank is like stalking me with this camera, so I just have to say how much I love Frank. And that's not because I'm being recorded, but I genuinely do think he's great.
See this. Escalators, walking, long distances. Next time I'm gonna bring a scooter. Loads of people waiting for the opening of the keynote, but luckily these passes open everything, so we don't have to wait in line and we can sit in the front.
Photoshop World more than Jim. He was at the very first one, and then he lucked into meeting Scott, and they invited him to teach. He loved being here. He thought it was the best learning place in the world, and you are so lucky to be attending here. And he would have loved to have seen you all. Thank you.
Thanks, Andy.
So we're going to continue the tradition from professional imaging with the 1 second tip. First up, Mr. Brett Moore.
Auto ISO is your friend.
And that was well within the 1 second. Thank you, Brett.
Thanks.
And next up for the 1 second tip, my good friend, Moose Peterson. So Moose, what is your 1 second tip?
1 second tip is to give yourself more than 1 second with your photography. It takes years, so give yourself the time. Give yourself a break. Understand it's a slow but sure win to learn, and every day you're going to learn something new that will improve your photography.
Awesome. That's a good one. And you get up at 4 o'clock in the morning for the great shot, right?
I have well-earned reputation for getting up before the sun. Yeah, I love to greet the day.
That's why I do fashion photography. When he comes home, I just go out. Not that we live in the same home, by the way.
No, we don't.
Thanks, Moose.
Thanks, Frank.
And next up for the 1 second tip, Stacey Pearsel.
Make sure when you're interacting with your subjects that you be yourself. Be open and be open to listening.
Thank you so very much, Stacey.
My pleasure.
Next up for the 1 second tip, really good friend of us. Well, they're all good friends of us, Rick Sammon.
Okay, my tip is this. When it comes to composition, the name of the game is to fill the frame.
That was a really good one. On my way to the Peach Pit booth to do a seminar, 45 minutes about styling and my book, Mastering the Model Shoot. Okay, officially the pavilion only opens at 1. We're still gonna set up, but before that, look what we found here from our friends from Exposure. That's one of the shots I took from Manon. Always cool to see them so big. Of course, Photoshop World without our friends from Tether Tools wouldn't be Photoshop World. So here we have, introduce yourself please.
Hi, I'm Lauren with Tether Tools.
Hey, Frank, Josh.
Great to see you guys.
Nice to see you.
Likewise.
And as you know, I absolutely love their products. Okay, 20 minutes to go before the seminar, and after that I have to run because I have a meeting with Scott. And after that with the media team, so really busy. Okay, making the final arrangements on the projector, and it's now 5 minutes before the seminar. It's the first seminar, so I don't expect a lot of people being here because there are also classes going on. But hey, even if there are 2 people here, we're still gonna do it. But the first one is always very difficult. Photoshop World, we all help each other.
Safety first.
Just before the seminar for Peach Pit, I run into my friend Cory Barker for a 1 second, and he actually told me it would be slightly longer tip. Cory, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Okay,
Here's
come on with the tip, buddy.
Quick tip. We all know that flattening an image in Photoshop is against the law in many states. Here's what you do. When you want to create a merged version of your file, select the top layer. Go to your pop-out menu in the Layers pane. Hold down the Option key, Alt if you're on Windows. Select Merge Visible. That will flatten the image into a new layer instead of flattening the image completely. Remember that. Do not flatten completely.
Thanks, sir. Thank you.
All right.
Took a quick picture for my mom because these 2 girls are actually friends of my mom, and she can't be here this time, so Mom, that picture is for you. Photoshop World, you don't only meet very interesting instructors, but also very interesting people. I met somebody and he told me his name was Buster Keaton. And I said, really? It's the second cousin of Buster Keaton.
Hi Frank, you're wonderful. Happy to see you at Photoshop World.
Awesome.
Thank you, Frank.
It's really him. It was absolutely great. It was actually jam-packed, and that for the first slot. Wow, thank you guys. That was awesome. Okay, now running back to the hotel for our meeting with Scott. So incredibly happy with these because, well, when you run around a few times, it's really far. Actually, I'm starting to think to put them everywhere. Just everywhere. Shopping malls, homes, schools. Okay, almost there. Ended up on the wrong floor. We thought that, well, the floor numbers equal the room numbers. And they actually don't. This is weird. This is also wrong. Uh-oh, I think we're lost. Right floor, found it. Okay, had a great meeting with Scott and with the social media team. More to follow soon. Actually on our way to the room, gonna edit the vlog, and then tonight we have dinner with Tether Tools and a really cool party at BB King's.
Yeah, we're gonna disco!
No, we're not. C's gonna be. Okay, we're on our way to a dinner with our friends from Tether Tools, and after that we're gonna go to BB King's. And I just realized we forgot the cards for BB King's.
No, I didn't.
Isn't she awesome? Don't you just love all those different tables? This is actually BB King's, where we are tonight for the party. Restaurant. And of course the girls are already there, because, well, Frank has to vlog. For request, we actually changed venues because there's a lot of loud music there and wanted to go somewhere different. Okay, now this thing alone is about the same as a whole meal, so yeah, we have to walk back tonight. Okay, that was absolutely great, and now we're going to BB King's for the party. And then a week's probably gonna dance. But now she has Nadine with her, so I don't have to.
Now if you're drinking, say, oh yeah.
Hey, that was great again. We're now on our way back to the hotel, editing the vlog, and then to sleep, because tomorrow we have a really busy schedule again with a nice demo with Nadine and me on the main stage. Hey guys, if you like what we do, please subscribe to our channel, leave comments below, share, and whatever you guys do to promote our channel, of course. Thank you so very much for watching, and we'll see you again tomorrow for day 2 of Photoshop World Orlando 2017. Bye guys.